Hello everybody and welcome to the Crystal Pawn Centerfold of the week. This time it is lapis lazuli. Lapis is, wow, before we go into it, let me show you a couple of examples. This is Afghanistan, lapis lazuli, deep blue, perfect, wonderful, energetic, the connection to heaven, so is said. And this is a wonderful example of natural lapis lazuli. Now, lapis lazuli by itself is not a mineral per se. It is a mix. It is consistent of lazulite, which I have luckily an example of, which forms in pyramid-like crystals. This is a primary mineral and the color giver of lapis lazuli. And lapis then is another, the other component is calcite and sometimes pyrite in one of the two places like Afghanistan, which is the original place where lapis was mined. And it was mined for over 9,000 years. It's one of the oldest stones we were having the good fortune to be connected with and working with. And it's almost, as far as I know, quite the oldest stone we've been using, or at least we know about. And it's also said it was part of the Holy Seal of King Solomon, some Israeli king. Anyway, it's been used for thousands of years. For what? Well, before we get into that, today, having 8 billion people on the planet, and many of us are drawn to crystals and stones, and there is a limited supply. So in this case with lapis, inferior quality lapis, which is more white, has more calcite in it, and doesn't have this fantastic blue, gets dyed. So these days, to find real deep blue lapis lazuli is quite rare. And the question about dyed minerals, do they work? Well, that goes back into the bigger question, is how do they work? Do they actually work? And do they work on their own? No, they don't. I keep on saying that, but stones and crystals on their own do have an influence, but they're not really doing anything. With our intention and with our love, we activate the energies and we start to resonate with them, and then miracles happen. So dyed ones, yes, they're still lapis with the component of some chemical dye. What kind of energy that is, I have no clue. But just be aware that most of the lapis you find these days, specifically the ones which are really nice and deep blue, are fake or dyed. Having said that, what am I using lapis for? There's two primary uses I'm really fond of, and one is the color suggested, and when we have the pyritized lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, it looks like the night sky with stars. So it does connect us with the heavens. It does connect us with higher, not a judgment, energies and finer energies, the heaven. And so we have a better connection with these planes, and through our intention we can dream work, and we can really also activate our two upper chakras here, the throat and the third eye. The more practical and more beneficial way to, part of lapis in these days is to bring light into the hidden stories, the hidden experiences we have experienced and didn't like it. Trauma, for example. And these ones we put down into the recesses of our minds and we put them away. In order to heal that, we want to become aware of them and we want to bring them to the light. and we want to let go of them. So, lapis with my intention to really look at my stories and really having the courage to face our darkest fears, so to speak. Lapis is a wonderful helper. With my intention, dream work, or just having that, projecting that intention into the stone, having the stone around, prepares the ground for treasures to come up. Because they're treasures, there's something we have to learn about. And lapis is a wonderful helper to bring these out. Yes, that would be my short version of what lapis lazuli is for, and it's a stone which is just sort of magic. They all are, but maybe it's a history we have it with it. 9,000 years is quite a while, and genetically and through our ancestors, we do have knowledge or connections with these old entities which humanity has been working with for thousands of years. I hope you enjoyed this week of crystal porn centerfold lapis lazuli, and let me know what you want to know about next week, and have a wonderful life. Aloha.